What is going on, everybody? It is Jamie, and welcome to the channel Thrift on Fire. Today, we're going to open the $700 return of the bobbleheads. It's $4.99 US or 700 plus Canadian. Not great. We're going to open that at the end of the video. So if you want to see me open that return to see what I actually get back, stick around or skip to the very end, whatever you want to do, but you don't want to miss it. We're also going to show you a little bit of an update that we're working on for inside of the shed. And then yesterday morning, I was also in the shed pulling orders. So we're going to pull some orders. We're going to open the return. Let's get into this video. So we do have a major update coming to the shed. As you know, I've been using the Big Buddy heater. I've got this as secondary heat, and it's been okay at best. It's still pretty cold in here. I've been trying to warm this up for the last, 20 minutes or so. Currently at 4 degrees. In about an hour, it'll probably be up to 10 or 15. And then I can hold it there pretty good between 20 and 15, reasonably with what I'm using, okay? However, we are going to make an upgrade. This should be installed hopefully pretty soon. This is just like a little heater. It is still a propane heater. This is it right here. This one vents to the wall, and it is something that I can keep running on a more regular basis. There'll be times where I turn it off, but I can actually just turn it to low heat and leave it running. So that's the plan. We're going to update to this one. This one does vent out the wall. It will go somewhere. I haven't figured out exactly, probably in this corner. So I'm going to have to just take this stuff all out, figure out where I'm going to put this, and then, we'll install the heater, and then we'll figure out how this stuff all goes back. As far as the Buddy heater goes, I'm not sure yet if I'm going to keep it for personal or just to have as a backup, or if I'm going to sell it. I've only used it really for, a month and a half or so anyway. So I don't know. It's probably still worth selling if I want to, or keeping it. I don't know. I'm kind of not sure what I'm going to do with it yet, but it's only probably worth used $150, $200 anyway. So it might be better off just to keep it. I guess I will tell you in the future what I decide to do with that. But I thought I'd update you on the potential upgrade here. Let's pull some orders. We're going to start off with an eBay sale here. These I actually purchased for myself and did not like the way they fit. They're too short for me. They're men's running shorts, size large, $17.99 USD I got for them. That's about $25. I didn't just pick them out of the Goodwill bins. And like I said, I picked them up for personal and I didn't really love them. So LPS should be in here. Leggings, pants, and shorts is what that abbreviation is for. Let's see if we can find them. Yeah, right there. Figured they wouldn't be too far down as we just got these listed. They did sell pretty quickly. These dry fit shorts usually do pretty decent for me. I don't always look for them, but if I can find them at the bins in really good condition, like these ones are like basically brand new, I'll pick them up, and they do sell for, fairly decent money. Another eBay sale. We're actually going to be going right back into the same bin. These are Toad & Co. Jumper skirts. Okay, I picked this up at the Goodwill bins. I picked up this brand of shirt before, like a button-up men's shirt, I think. Pretty sure it's the same brand. But hey, this could be okay. I picked them up just because it was at the bins, and most likely it was a slower bins day, so I'll start to look at more unique stuff. But yeah, they're just like overall style skirt. I don't know if there's an actual name for that, as I'm, clearly not versed on women's fashion. But yeah, I picked these up. I figured they were nice enough, and they did sell for, $21 USD. I had them listed for $27. That's just one of those things I pick up personally on a whim sometimes at the bins and just kind of test to see out how they'll do. They're definitely solds for that company. I've picked this company up or this brand up before and done okay, but I don't honestly know a whole lot about women's dress skirts. Sold a hockey card on eBay. This is Pierre-Olivier Joseph, 66 of 99. It's the purple rookie edition. Okay, so it's also from 2020, 21, something like that. Right here, $10 USD on this guy. I've already got it in a little topper here, so he's ready to go out. And $10 USD on this guy. Sold another baseball card on eBay. I'm surprised this one isn't worth a little bit more. Sold for $19.99. It is Aaron Judge. It is a 150 anniversary relic card, and it is a numbered card of 150 as well. I would have thought it was worth a little bit more, but it just isn't. You can't make up the price on these things, and that's just what it was worth. Okay, there it is. It's 68 or 86. 86 of 150. It's a cool card. I actually considered keeping this one, and then I thought, you know what? I've got so many cards I've done nothing with. Personally, I've got a Jace collection that I haven't really done anything with. They're just sort of all over the place. So I'm like, I don't really need to start any more collections like this. So anyway, $19.99 USD on this guy. We're going back to the LPS. We sold another pair of shorts. These are a pair of LL Bean cargo shorts. Okay, I did have somebody reach out and ask one question before they purchased them for $18.97. I'm pretty sure, unless I sent an offer, I'm pretty sure it was a full price sale, but it could be a little bit less. I'll throw the right price up on screen. They just asked one question. They're like, hey, they're really nice shorts. Can you tell me if the zipper is plastic or metal? I was pretty sure it was metal, but I did take the extra photo for them, sent it, and yeah, that's all they were concerned about. As soon as I sent the photo and said, yep, metal, they bought it right away. These did come from the Goodwill bins as well. Happy with the sale. Let's get them out here. Made a sale from the $800 clothing buy, and it is this Toronto Raptors jersey right here. It is Anthony Parker, size 40, and we got $45 USD, which is about 65 Canadian. So that's pretty decent, really. It's going to be a really easy pack too. We're just going to fold it up, put it in a poly bag, and we're going to get this guy out of here. Moving over to Depop, and we sold this Phillies hat. Okay, it's a really cool, and I'll show it to you in person. Had it listed for $28 USD. Accepted an offer on Depop of $22 plus shipping. It is just back here. I did dig it out from the bottom already, and threw it on top for you guys here. It's a very nice fitted hat. Okay. It's kind of got that like velour kind of feel to it. I think I bought this wholesale from one of my buddies, so I might have paid $5 Canadian for it. Maybe a little less, but probably around $5 Canadian. Happy with the sale. Baseball season's just around the corner, so let's get it out of here. Another Depop sale, and this is a Kiss Y2K shirt here, 2002 Gene Simmons. Okay, had it listed for $40 USD, accepted a best offer of $32 plus shipping. I knew it was in this bin, but I had to dig down a little bit, so I pulled it down, dig down. He's easy to see because we have a nice sold fold going there. There's Gene Simmons. I think I picked this up from one of my Goodwill bins buddies for about $5. So flipping into $32 USD, not too bad. Another Depop sale, and this was a really quick one, I'd say within the first 30 minutes of being listed. It's the all over print Chicago Bulls from the $800 clothing buy. Listed it for $17.95 USD, and somebody snatched this thing up right away. It's very 90s in style, but it is modern Mitchell & Ness. I've priced mine right around the ones that had sold in the past, and it did sell right away. Probably could have maybe even asked a little bit more based off how quick this one did sell. It's a really cool one. Happy to get the quick sale on this one. Let's get it out of here. Sold a Dale Earnhardt jacket on Depop. Okay, we had it listed for $45 USD. This one is Winter Circle, which is not typically great. The only reason why I picked this up is because it's still Budweiser, still Dale Jr. Accepted an offer on this one of, I'm just looking, $36 USD. It's right here. It's a really nice jacket. This is the problem, right? You really kind of want this to be like Chase Authentics or something better than Winter Circle. But, you know, for $8, I couldn't just leave this at Goodwill. Still has nice patches, nice embroidery, and did sell pretty quick. I picked this up about a week ago, and I've already sold it on Depop. Let's move over to Poshmark.com. $37 for this Team Canada Roots jersey. Okay, I found this at the Goodwill bins, and I feel like youth jerseys and women's jerseys, nobody even wants there. So if I see them, I grab them, and this is why, because they typically do sell. They don't sell for the, well, it depends on the jersey. They don't sell for hundreds of dollars sometimes like some of the men's ones can do, but it's still pretty decent. You know, I'll take $37 USD out of the bins any day. Let's get this guy out. Another Poshmark.com order, and I took a best offer on this one. I had it listed a little bit higher than this, but $80 USD for this J. Crew wool trench coat. Okay, very nice. Picked this up at the Goodwill, my local Goodwill, for I don't remember, maybe around $20 Canadian max at the most. I might have even featured it in another video, I don't remember, but it is a very nice wool jacket. J. Crew, you know, I don't typically grab a lot of J. Crew, but something this nice and wool, absolutely would. Let's get this guy out. Another Poshmark.com order here, and this one I've had a while, but it's so cool. It's this Dick Tracy's painter hat. I don't know, this is very iconic for me in the 90s. I thought it'd be worth a little bit more. It is made in the USA. It is a promo hat, $27 USD. I think that was an offer as well. I know it's in here because I seen it the other day. Try to open this with one hand. There we go. Yeah, I can see it right there. Okay, very nice hat, nice condition, still very bright. There's the US tag there. Yeah, we're gonna get this guy in a box, and we're gonna get him finally out of here. Move over to Poshmark.ca, and excited about this one. It's another flag sale. Happy to see these flags starting to sell for me now. $42 Canadian for this Joy Division flag. It's going to be somewhere in this drawer. I have to dig around a little bit to find it. Let's see. I did do a pretty good job of just writing what's supposed to be in there. I've got a ton, as you can see, which is a good thing on Joy Division right here. So there we go, $42 Canadian. My buy cost was from that rock and roll memorabilia store in Niagara Falls that went out of business. Unfortunately, I paid about $10 cash on this guy, and we're flipping it into $42 Canadian. A bit of a bundle going out here on Poshmark.ca. This Sturgis shirt I had listed for $24 alone. I threw in a vest with it. This vest is a kind of an inexpensive vest to begin with. So we have the Sturgis shirt here, Sturgis shirt. The year should be on the screen. I think it's 2013 or something like that. And then this cutoff vest, it looks kind of cool, but I don't think it's high quality hot leathers, it's called, but I think you can find this exact one on Amazon for not a lot of money still. So this whole fit for somebody was 30 bucks. Really, I'm getting rid of both of them is the way I'm looking at it, but let's get these guys out of here. All right, so here's the return here. Okay, this is shipped back to my P.O. Box address in the States. Now, at first glance, when we take a look at this guy right here, you can see the box is damaged. I did not ship it like this either. I shipped it in a completely different box. It was bigger. I don't know if they've done bubble wrap on. I can tell you right now, just by peeking in there, there's no bubble wrap on the bobblehead display whatsoever. I have packing paper around it. This in here came back from Miami to Ontario, Canada, just rattling around loose in here. I'm not very happy with this so far. Okay, so let's carefully open the package and see what we got here. Actually, you know what? Being that it's already ripped right here, there's no point of cutting towards, should never cut towards yourself either, but there's no point in cutting towards the actual packaging. So it's actually down there a ways. Okay, so let's take a look at the condition here. I sent this, it had a couple flaws in it, but it was mostly in really good condition. Okay, I am very not happy instantly. As we know from our friend who bought sports card collections, I've got stuff loose in here. That's not good. They've taped this return here directly onto the box. It looks like this is fine. I'm not happy with this. I'm going to be asking, okay, there's some wrapping paper left over from a Christmas present. We knew there was little pieces here missing, but this is not the condition I sent it in whatsoever. They even left wrapping paper on it, okay? So I'm gonna go and try to get eBay to give me my money back guarantee from eBay. I'll let you know how that goes. They actually did send me the forms here. This wasn't an issue before either. There's like a gash in this. I will inspect this a little bit more, but yeah, so I'm gonna go the route of eBay money back guarantee for the seller. I'll let you know if I get my money back on this one. This is not, look at this. This has definitely been opened. This is a mess, an absolute mess. Anyway, not much I can do about it besides contact eBay at this point. If you want a further update on this saga, go to the Eh-To-Zed Reseller podcast. Me and John do talk about this, you know, in pretty good detail. I explain everything that happened. We'll talk about it again on the channel as well, as there's now going to be a case open with eBay. But we actually talk, you know, in depth about it, and I explain my side of it, what eBay's doing or not doing, and it is a pretty frustrating process, to say the very, very least. Okay, if you guys like videos like this one, please give it a big thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing for more content. We'll see you guys soon.